Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to use the anchor ball to get your anchor out. And we're going to do this video because, again, a lot of these videos that I'm doing are really to help you guys. And I talk to a lot of people at the marina, and I really feel bad for a lot of folks. They are muscling, trying to pull the anchor up by hand, and that is back-breaking when the anchor ball can very easily pop the anchor out for you. So I'm going to explain it real quick before we get into it, because when we pull it up, it's going to happen pretty quickly. But what happens, and I'll drop a little diagram in here so you could get a visual of what this looks like underwater. Basically, you have a poly ball, okay, which is the anchor ball, and these come in different sizes. You could go to any marine store and you could buy it. Some places sell the anchor ball kit. We made it ours ourselves. It's really not hard to make. We've got the poly ball, and then here we just used the black rope, cut a piece from our stone crab traps, put a knot on here. Then we've got our clip. The clip that we use, you want to get a good stainless steel clip, something marine grade. You don't want something that's going to rust on you. And basically you run the rope right here through the bottom of it. We tied it. You could do a back splice on this. You could do a million things, but very easy. You could just tie a knot on here, tie a knot on the anchor ball. I've got probably, I don't know, 2.5 feet of rope on the ball. And then you want to get yourself this ring, okay? And this ring has these two eyes right here. And this is where you're going to clip it through both eyes. You're going to clip your clip right to it, okay? And then your anchor line, or your anchor rod, is going to go right through here to pull the anchor out. And basically what's going to happen is, as you start driving the boat, you're pulling the line through here, and it's going to get to a point where it's going to take the slack out, and the anchor line's going to be going straight down. And this ball is putting tremendous amount of pressure as you're moving forward on the anchor up at that point right there. And so what it's going to do is it's going to pop the anchor off the bottom. And as you keep driving, it'll continue to run down the line until the shank of the anchor goes right into this and it clips on the flukes of the anchor. And then you'll essentially be dragging it on the surface of the water. And we're going to show you all of this live, but I just wanted to explain it all first so you have an idea when you're watching it. Your anchor is going to be clipped onto this, and it's just essentially, it's just floating in the water. Then you turn your boat around, and all you're doing is picking up slack water on the surface until you get to your anchor. Your anchor's already floating because it's going to be hooked on this right here. All right, so now we're going to go ahead, and what you want to do is you want to clip this on. You're going to run your rope right through the middle of this, and I'll have my son put the camera on it so you can see it. Today is a relatively calm day. I would tell you, if you drop this in the water, it won't work, okay? So you got to be very, very careful not to drop this in the water. On our boat, you know, if you watch a lot of our videos, we always plan, we have a backup for everything. I carry a spare one of these rings all the time on the boat. I've never dropped one, but there will be a day when you're gonna drop it. So the other thing you could do is keep one side hooked. If you just want to be safe, if you drop it, you're gonna drop the whole buoy, everything's gonna fall in the water, and then you'll be able to retrieve it. But if you drop this in the water, you won't be able to use it. So we're gonna go ahead and put this on. Come over here, bud. So you wanna come up to the rope, and you wanna put your rope right through that, just like so. Then once you've got your rope right through the ring, you wanna go ahead and clip the ring on, okay? And then we're gonna go ahead and drop this in the water. And we're gonna turn on the other cameras. I'm gonna go to the helm and we'll show you live how easy this is. So guys, when you drop this thing, the ball is, we dropped it on our starboard side. So I'm opening the boat, I'm turning to port so that the rope is opening up on my starboard side so that I don't run the rope over. That's what you really wanna make sure you do. You don't wanna run the rope over. You can see here, hopefully this camera here is catching it. We've got the line going out right here. You could run closer to it. You could run in a circle. But essentially what you want to do is keep pulling this And you can see the anchor ball there. And it is there you go. You saw how the anchor ball just popped up right there. Now your anchor is released off of the ocean floor. And now you keep driving and you're gonna see that what's gonna happen is you're gonna be dragging your anchor. You can see the wake that we're doing there with the buoy. Now we're ready to go ahead and turn around and pick it up. So now my son's grabbing the rope, and all I'm doing, guys, with the boat is I'm turning the boat now just so that I can face the anchor, because you are pulling up the slack rope on the surface, but you've got the wind and the current and all that, so you don't want to be you want to be nice to the person who's pulling it up. So I bump the boat in gear, just driving towards the anchor and the anchor ball, so it's even more slack, the rope that he's picking up, because we're just driving and getting closer to it. So now when you come up here, this is what happens, is that your anchor comes right into the shank, and it hooks right to this, and your anchor is floating on the water, and you can very effortlessly retrieve your anchor. So guys, hopefully this will save you a lot of back patches, icy hot, Motrin, whatever you use for back pain. This is super easy to pull up the anchor this way with the anchor ball. Like I said, you can get this set up. A lot of places sell the entire setup. You can go to West Marine. West Marine will always have it, but if you're in an area, I had a subscriber reach out to me from Texas, and there's very few West Marines in Texas. There was none by where he lived. And it was for the rust cleaning spray. I was able to help him get it on Amazon. But that's another avenue you can look, Amazon, whatever. But I would recommend going somewhere so you could tell them the size of the boat that you have. You get the right size poly ball, because it's going to be dependent on your anchor. But this way it's going to save you a lot of hassle picking up your anchor. So guys, hopefully you learned something with this. Saves you a lot of time, saves you a lot of back pain. If you want to check out more helpful boating tips, check out our Boating 101 playlist. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you on the next one.